when you think of a city in Europe with high standards and low cost of living, where you can get the meal for about $3, where the transportation is super cheap, incredible internet speed, amazing restaurants, great nightlife, what comes to your mind? I'm about to leave London for the most underrated city in Europe. I'm in Ukraine. In this episode, I will give you a glimpse of what to expect from a city like Kiev. Western perceptions assume that Kiev is an old city with poor infrastructure and no sense of adventure, but this couldn't be further from the truth. It changed my perceptions of what to expect from the city and from the region. That made Kiev the most underrated city I have ever visited in my life. It's beautiful.
Yes, I'm ready.
What is that
See?
thing there?
Arc of Diversity.
Oh, okay.
So you can go.
You can go there.
Here, yes, and to see if you.
The main street and also the most popular tourist attraction in Kiev is Krещатик. Krещatик is the shortest main street among all capitals in the world and at the same time the widest. The city has an extensive infrastructure and highly developed system of public transport, including the Kiev metro. Arsenalna, built in 1960, is the deepest metro station in the world. While the subway system in Kiev is cheap and extensive, I mostly got around by Uber. It's so remarkably cheap that most trips cost me around $2, and having an Ukrainian SIM card with me meant that it was always easy to call one when I needed one. You'll find tons of beautiful churches and monasteries in Kiev. You have to visit at least one. I have chosen a couple of UNESCO sites, and the first on my list was St. Sophia Cathedral, the oldest standing church in Kiev, and one of the city's best-known landmarks, along with the Kiev Pechurska Lavra, the Kiev Caves Monastery Complex, which I'm going to show you on a separate video. St. Sophia Cathedral is certainly impressive. As soon as you enter the church itself, you are greeted with the unmistakable presence of history. Aside from its main building, the cathedral includes on a separate supporting structure the bell tower, which is 76 meters high, and you can climb the stairs to reach the bell. It's a fun and rewarding experience, as from the top you'll have a unique, spectacular view of the city. Yeah, right now my legs are shaking. We are reaching the top of the bell tower from this Santa Sofia Cathedral, and it's really high. I don't know if I can get an idea how high this is from the camera, and still goes up. Okay, I'm walking really slow. Oh wow, still goes up. It's crazy, it's like the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Yeah.
Okay, we reached the top.
Cars 24 travel.
Maybe.
They've like sent me about 10 times now.
Have they?
They're quite impatient. We haven't.
Oh, yes, we reached the top. Actually, there is some more stairs here, but you're not allowed to go, it's closed. It's closed. I think this was the old way to the bell. Wow, that's really high. I just came from that way, down the hill. There's a lot of beautiful buildings. This is just one of them. Will you go inside the church this way?
Yeah.
Not far from St. Sophia Cathedral, you can notice the gold and blue Baroque masterpiece St. Andrew's Church. Andrzejewski. That's a beautiful church.
Andrzejewski.
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 Andrzejewski. Yeah.
Andrzejewski.
Okay.
Okay, that's okay. Unfortunately, the interior has been closed for years, but you can climb the steps to the platform around its base for terrific views of Podil and the Dnipro River. Okay, let's get in. Okay, that's a funny park. You can feel the strong Ukrainian identity all around you in the city, and food certainly is a great expression of that. The national dish of Ukraine that undeniably originates from the country is borscht, a sour beetroot soup very common in all Eastern Europe. Right, so this is borscht, right? And this is the sour cream. You put first the sour cream inside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
This is the traditional bread with garlic. He has more garlic. This is not butter, this is
Of the pork.
pork fat with paprika and garlic and spices. Okay. Okay, so let me try this borscht.
Whatever you want to do, yeah.
You say I look Ukrainian.
Oh yeah.
But what is it? Okay, I'm gonna try With 102 meters, higher than the Statue of Liberty, Rodina Mat will certainly impress you. The Madeleine monument itself is quite powerful, and its pedestal has one of the best World War II museums in the world. Definitely a must-see. Back in the city, you have one of the most popular museums in Ukraine, Chernobyl Museum, entirely dedicated to nuclear disasters in Ukraine and around the world.
Excuse me, how do you call this? A name? Sir. Sir. Okay, thank you.
The woman said this one is a sir. I have no idea what is inside. It's cheese. It's good. I'll be the first to admit that I didn't expect a lot from Kiev. I came to Ukraine without a plan. The reality is that my time in Ukraine was purely a result of me wanting to visit Chernobyl. And I had just figured that Kiev would serve as nothing more than a base from which to do such exploring. However, the city really did take me by surprise, and it was so much more fun and interesting to explore that I ended up cancelling my trip to Chernobyl.
Cheers, there's next guy.
But to Lviv, you must go by train. And
city hide a more complex reality. Before visiting Ukraine, you must be aware on what's behind the surface. That will certainly make your travel experience in Kiev more valuable. In 2014 divided the history of Ukraine in before and after. A division that cost many lives. Back then, the Ukrainian government, supported by Russia, didn't listen to the nation and disregarded its want to be closer to the West. The goal was to put the east and the west side of the country against each other, destabilizing Ukraine and all the political achievement built over the years of independence. But luckily for Ukraine, its people realized that the most valuable thing they had was about to be taken away: their freedom. A revolution happened. Russia used this moment of instability to make a move on the southeast region of Ukraine, literally stealing the Ukrainian peninsula of Crimea. This inconceivable act revealed the all-along plan carried out by the Russian government. The annexation of Crimea was the smoothest invasion of modern times. It was over before the outside world realized it had even started. Maidan Revolution is eventually a victory of the Ukrainian people that pulls Ukraine away from its post-Soviet course. The change is slow, but it's happening, and this time the direction is right.